Hi, I'm Paul Mason from Thick Soul. If you're an author, I put together some numbers that might interest you. Using the catalog service Edelweiss, I put together a list of titles publishing over the next 6 months from the major business book publishers. This doesn't include self-published titles. For lack of anything catchier, I'm calling it the Publishing Report. I focused only on business and self-help titles. In the month of April, 305 books are going to be published in these two categories. That's a lot of books. If we break it down, that's about 76 titles a week. And if you break it down further, 10.16 titles a day. That's a lot of new books to fit on these store shelf spaces that are pretty much reserved for proven bestsellers. But online, there is no limitation on the shelf space, right? But what is limited are those online featured slots. While you've been busy writing and editing your book, the publishers have been busy too with just the sheer quantity of products. Let's look at a few. From St. Martin's down to Portfolio, each one of these major publishers is putting out 1 to 2 books a week. And those numbers almost seem manageable when you look at the next publisher. Let's look at Wiley. From their business line, they're putting out 38 books. Plus, you have to add in the dummies line. That's good for another 7. And then there's Bloomberg Press, and that'll throw 2 more books on the pile. We do some quick math on that, and Wiley's coming out with 47 business and self-help books this month. Whoa. So let's talk a little bit about sales. The truth is, publishers specialize in getting books into the channel. That's bookstores, shops like Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and the independent booksellers. The bad news is they're not very good at marketing or selling direct to the end users, aka the readers. The other thing is they have limited resources. And by resources, I mean people, time, and money. And that's why they have to focus on the hits. It's a bit of a numbers game. They look for 3 or 4 bestsellers to carry over the rest of the list for the year. And just with a quick scan, you can see where the attention and money is going to go. Richard Branson is publishing a new book this month. Steve Case is publishing a paperback of his bestseller. And Damon John from Shark Tank is also putting out a paperback of his bestseller, The Power of Broke. So unless you're one of these 3 authors, this is probably not great news for you. Because guess where the money and attention is going to go. And to be totally honest, the way it works nowadays, the publisher is counting on you to do the marketing. That's the truth. You're expected to bring in a website, to have a mailing list, to have all your social network juice ready to go, a blog, even a video on the table. In their mind, this is a given. And you might have some of these things in place, but really, how well are they working for you? So now what do you do? Where do you start? Well, they say the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So just a couple more numbers for you. The average nonfiction book sells 200 copies a year. So, like in anything else, average stinks. I'm Paul Mason at Thick Soul, and we do the digital footwork that specializes in working with authors and publishers to get their books in the right place, in front of the right person, at the right time. We also help authors develop, produce, and sell online courses that allows them to build a logical path for their fans. Free content, to the book, to the online courses, public speaking, and finally, consulting. If you're ready to start or want to overhaul your online strategy, head over to thicksoul.com and schedule a 15-minute call. Let's see if we're a good fit so your book doesn't get stuck in average.